Hello friends, my name is Dr. Adhesh Singh and I am an educator on Unacademy. Friends, if you have a desire and passion to spread your knowledge to millions of people on Unacademy and reach to millions of people, then you can download the apps which is given in the link and you can reach to millions of people and you can immortalize your knowledge forever. Friends, we are today going to discuss a very important issue, and that issue pertains to the anger which is prevailing in this world nowadays. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Adhesh Singh and I had been into Indian Revenue Service for 25 years and I am a graduate and I have graduated from IIT BHU and I am a postgraduate from IIT Delhi, and thereafter I did my PhD in from IIITM Gwalior in the area of e-governance. And friends, I have written two books. One book pertains to the spiritual intelligence and the other book pertains to the leadership. And we are today going to discuss about a very important issue that is engulfing the nation and the world, and that issue is relating to the anger. Friends, you will find that anger is prevailing all over the world and people are angry. The parents are angry with their children who are not doing according to them, and the children are angry with their parents. The ordinary people are angry with the politicians who are making all the false promises and not fulfilling the things, and the politicians are also angry with the people who are not voting them if they make the realistic promises and appeal to their senses. In the same way, you will find that the poor man are angry with the rich man, and the rich people are angry with the poor man who are using the taxpayers' money for getting the doles and different type of subsidies. So this anger is prevailing in the present generation like never before. Even though this generation is perhaps the richest generation, perhaps the most educated generation which the mankind has ever seen, but you will find that these people are full of anger. Now, before that I go to more about the anger, I want to tell you about a Jain story. This Jain story is about a big samurai, and this big samurai, these samurais are Japanese warriors and fighters who fight with a sword. So he went to a small monk and he asked him, "Tell me, what is heaven and hell?" Now this small monk saw that giant and then he said, "Oh, you are such an ugly fellow. You want to know about the heaven and hell? I am not going to tell you about the heaven and hell. Go to hell." Now this guy got extremely angry. And he has took his sword and he was about to kill that monk. Then that monk said, "This is what is hell." Now immediately the samurai has understood his weakness and he found that this Jain master has actually risked his life by telling him the truth. So immediately he bent on his knees and he touched the feet of that Jain master and he said, "Please forgive me, I was about to kill you." Then the Jain master said, "This is what is heaven." So this is the difference. When we are very angry, we are in hell. Just like in hell you hear that there is a fire in hell and it burns anybody who is there. In the same way, when you are under the influence of anger, you are like in fire. And when you are in fire, you are burning yourself, you want to burn the entire world. And that is the power of anger. But then why this anger is so much in this world when people today are much more prosperous, then when people today are much more educated, then why there is so much of anger against each other? This is a very important question we should know. Then I believe that this anger is because anger actually helps the businesses and the politicians. Now how it comes, I will tell you. See, if you see the news channels and if you see most of the programs which are sponsored by big businessmen, you will find that they create tremendous amount of hatred. They create hatred. They will talk only the negative side of the society, negative side of the people. They will not tell about the good people and they will only tell about the bad people. So the result is that the people get tremendously unhappy by seeing these programs. If you see the TV debates, people are just angry on each other, they are shouting each other, and when you see those debates, you are extremely angry. So within 5 minutes, you get extremely angry and you want to break, the head of the person who is on the opposite side of yours. So then you will find that there is a break. Now when there is an anger, we lose our rational mind and we become captive of our heart, emotions, basic instinct. And in that situation, what happens, that the advertisements come, and those advertisements, show you beautiful girls, beautiful models and celebrities who are selling different products like holidays, like toothpaste, hair oil, anything they are selling. And then in those moments of this weakness or anger, you get influenced by them as you would never become if you are a very rational person. So this is what is done, and then you are not able to leave that program, and then you come back and you will not change even the channel because you want to see how the things are going to proceed further. And this is how the anger is exploited by the businessman. And today these businessmen are spending lakhs and lakhs of rupees on advertisement, lakhs and lakhs of crore rupees on advertisement, because they are sponsoring all the programs, all the news channels, all the Saas Bahu serials where people are, just creating hatred against each other. So this is how this business is prospering, and you people are absorbing the anger and then spreading the anger all around. The secondly, if you see the politicians also do the same thing. They will create anger against the other parties. When they are in the opposition, they will be creating anger against the ruling party, and by telling them that these people have been in power for 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, and they have done nothing. They have just looted you, they have exploited you, and they are engaged in corruption. And then you get angry and angry and angry. And then when you are in angry, then they will tell you that what they are going to do. They will say that, okay, we are going to reform the entire society, we'll give you free power, we'll give you free roads, and we will make house for everybody, and we'll give employment to everybody, and all those things, they start selling. And now because you are so angry with the other person, you start hating the other party so much that you fall into that trap, and that trap is exploited by these politicians. So they also, they also thrive on this. And once they are in the power, then instead of performing, they are blaming the opposition parties, and they will be blaming everything for them. And so both the political parties, both sides of the political parties, they will be creating anger against each other. And you people are just getting angry either on one person or the other person, but the result is same, that you don't bother about what a political party is doing, only you are bothered about defeating the other political party. And this is how this anger game proceeds. Friends, this anger is like a fire which is burning us from inside. And this is a very, very important thing you should know, that if we are angry, we are not hurting anybody, but we are angry on ourselves. So you will see that, in the TV, they are creating like the recent time some soldiers has been killed, so they are creating anger against them. The corruption issues, they are creating anger against them. No, I don't mind. If you are upset, then you go and join. You try to do something, but most of the people don't do anything, and they just get angry. So if the cricket team has been defeated, India's cricket team is defeated, they will show as if everybody is a fraud, everybody is taken money, and thereafter people are very angry. And when they are angry, then their purpose is served, because angry person is like a hungry person, and hungry person, you can feed him anything and he will eat. So now we have to see that we have to avoid this anger if you want to live happily in this world. Because when you are angry, your mind is not working, your focus is not there, you will not be able to prepare for your examination, you will not be able to score good marks in the examination, you will not be able to perform well in your job. So this is because anger kills your rational mind. Now friends, I am going to tell you about the 7 rules which if you apply, then you can avoid all the angers in your life. The first and most important thing is that you have to first understand that anger is bad for you. See, it is like drugs, it is like person who take alcohol and who smoke. If they continue to believe that this is not harmful for them and this is part of the life, and sometimes people feel that it even good for them, then what can you do? You can't teach them. And therefore you have to understand that anger is not going to do any good thing for you. It is only going to make you weaker. It is going to only create a problem for you. It will only blunt your rational mind. So first of all, a very important thing is that you must learn that anger is not at all a good thing. It is a bad thing. Once you understand that anger is not good for you and try to get rid of the anger, then the next steps will follow. Now the second rule is that you have to first understand yourself. Friends, we do not really understand ourselves, even though we think that we know ourselves. The fact is that we don't understand yourself because we don't spend our time with ourselves. We are just thinking about other people, not thinking about ourselves. See, for example, let us say if you are preparing for civil services, then the fact is that you're preparing for civil services or for IIT or for any other thing because it's a good career. It will give you good pay, good facility and good position in the society. And then a lot of people are also motivated for joining these civil services because they feel that they can make a lot of illegal money through corruption. Now, these are the factors which are responsible for bringing a lot of people into the civil services fold. But if you ask them why they want to join, then most of them are going to tell, I want to serve the nation, I want to have variety of job, it is going to give job satisfaction, all this blah, blah, blah. Now, all these things are very good as far as, telling to the interview board in the UPSC or telling to the public, but at least you should not fool yourself by actually believing on that. You are choosing a particular career, a particular civil services, bank, IITs, because it is good for you. And that is the first thing. National services, other things will come later. Other things come later. So if you are honest with yourself, then you will not be angry. Otherwise, what will happen that you will feel, oh, I want to serve the society and society is not giving me an opportunity to serve. Similarly, when you are posted in a particular charge and then you say, I want to serve, but people are not posting me into a district magistrate or SP, and so I am not getting an opportunity to serve. So please do not fool yourself and try to be realistic with yourself. If you understand yourself, then you will find that your anger for yourself will go to a great extent. Now, the second very important point is that once you understand yourself and you understand that you are working for your selfish interest first and selfless interest and the altruistic interest later on, then you will be able to understand the other people as well. Then you will be able to understand that the politicians are there, they are spending crores of rupees, they are working 18 hours a day because they want fame, they want name, they want power, they want money, and it is because of that they are there. Politics for them is a career. They are starting from MLA or MP and they want to become the chief minister and the prime minister. That is their ambition, just like you are joining civil services or joining IIT or any other competition. And similarly, a businessman who is trying to sell you the product because it is good for you is actually not selling because of making you better, but he want to become a richer person so that he can enjoy more comfort, more influence in the society, and therefore, my friend, you will be able to appreciate them better. A businessman want to make money, that is why he is there, even though he is selling the things by telling you that it is good for you. Yes, it is. This is how the society behaves. So once you understand the behavior of the society, once you understand why you behave in a particular manner, you will also be able to understand why other people behave in a particular manner, and then you will find that your anger will vanish. Now, the fourth important point is that you should stop comparing yourself with anybody. Friends, this is a very, very great source of anger. A poor person compared with a rich person compared with a poor person who is, having a cool life, getting a lot of doles from the government, and they all feel very angry about it. Now, this is something which you have to really avoid. See, if you compare yourself with anybody, I can assure you that you are going to feel unhappy only. The reason is very simple, because you will only compare where that person is better, not where you are better. Suppose you are just having a decent house and eating your meal, I can assure you that you are better than 50 crore people of India, because those people are not even having those facilities. But you will not be compared with them. You will be comparing with maybe top 1 lakh, 2 lakh people, and then you are getting upset about it. So if you are comparing with always the people who are better than you, then there is absolutely no way that you can be happy. So stop comparing, be happy, feel privileged, feel joyful that what you have got in your life, and then keep proceeding further. Then the fifth important point is that you should not have very high expectation. You see, this is the most important principle of Bhagavad Gita, where the Lord says that you should do all your job without aspiring for the fruit. You see, when you work, the fruit will automatically come. It is like, suppose you sow a seed in a soil, and every day you are watering, every day you are giving fertilizer and all that thing, you are taking care of the thing, then it will naturally grow. And it will grow by its own speed, it will grow by its own volition. But suppose you say, no, I want to see that this tree become, this mango start bearing me fruit within 2 years. It's not going to do that. And therefore, you have to understand that your control is only in doing the work, and that you should never defer, that you should do, but you should not bother too much about the fruit. Because if you are expecting too high from other people and even from yourself, then you are getting very, very angry. You thought that you will get first rank. Some people ask me, how can I get first rank in the civil services examination? You have to understand that every single year there is one person who is getting first rank since civil services started. That's fact. But it is also a fact that maybe 4 lakh, 5 lakh people are not getting that rank. They are not getting even the top 1000. And so how can everybody aspire to get a number 1 rank? Therefore, your aspiration should be reasonable and it should be realistic. And if you are keeping your these expectations very high, then there is no way that you can avoid anger and hatred in the society. Then the sixth very important point, my friend, is that you should avoid the company of the angry people and frustrated people. You see, anger is an epidemic. Anger is an infectious disease. If you are in the company of the angry and frustrated people, you will very soon start feeling angry and frustrated yourself. You just cannot avoid anger if you are in the company of angry people. This anger is very infectious. It is like, if you are sitting near a furnace, it is absolutely impossible that you will not feel the heat of that furnace. You will feel the heat of the furnace, and therefore you avoid and shun these angry people. You avoid and shun those TV programs which create anger in you. You avoid those social media posts which create anger in you. And these are the issues. If you avoid anger, then only you can live a peaceful life. So this is what important point, that you should avoid all people who create anger in the society. And the seventh and the final very important point is that create a small world of love and peace. Friends, we know that there is a summer where 46 degree, 47 degree temperature will go. There is a winter where 0 degree or even minus 10 degree temperature will go in the atmosphere. And we are not comfortable in that. But that does not matter to us. We protect ourselves from this nature's ups and downs. How we protect? We make a small house. In the small house, we have fans, we have coolers, we have heaters, and with that, we make our life beautiful. We put the AC on, and in the summers when outside temperature is 46 degrees, inside temperature is just 22 degrees or 26 degrees, which is a comfortable temperature. In the same way, you have to understand that you have to make a small world of your family and your friends, and that small world should be full of love, affection, and devoid of any anger. In that, you don't create any anger, and then even in the world which is full of anger, you are able to create a small world where there is a lot of love, affection, and anger. So don't worry about the other people. Other people will do what they want to do, but you can always make your life better by making a small, lovely world. Just be with your friends, family, and try to fulfill their expectations. Try not to make them angry. Try to love them. Try to take care of them. And you will find that in this world, you are able to lead a happy life. So friends, if you avoid anger, then this anger is very, very because if you avoid this anger, your success is going to be very high. You see, when I was younger, I used to get angry very frequently. Maybe every day I will get angry. And then gradually I was able to practice these things, and I was able to reduce the anger. And now sometimes months goes and I don't get angry. And so I always compare the happiness of a person. If you want to know whether a person is happy, don't say how much wealth he has, how much power he has, but just see how frequently he gets angry. If the person doesn't get angry, then even if he is having nothing, he is actually the happiest person in the world. And if he is having everything in the world and he is getting angry every now and then that person is really miserable. And because this anger is like a hell which is burning him every day. So friends, get out of this hell and control the angers by following these 7 rules. I'm sure that if you follow these rules, you will be able to overcome anger. Thank you very much for watching my video. God bless you. All the best. Thank you.